Deadlocks here, and today we're going to be doing a different review. You may remember we reviewed the Amazon King Said steering lock and thought that it was pants. So
actually, I said that for an £8 something visual deterrent, it wasn't actually too bad.
Fair enough. But we then seen
this at Halfords,
which is our Halfords double bar steering wheel lock, which is $19.99. So let's crack on with it.
I will point out before we start, there is actually a single bar version of this that's £15 that looks exactly the same as the King Said one. I just chose to go for this one because I wanted to see what Halfords could do at their best.
Yeah. So this states that it is bright red design, provides a strong visual deterrent to would-be thieves.
I'm not going to argue with that. Visual deterrents are always good.
Says sturdy metal bar with two hooks that fit across the steering wheel.
Correct. I actually like the two hook design because if you put it onto the steering wheel right, so there's a bit of steering wheel between the two hooks, quite often the thieves like to cut the steering wheel to get the steering locks off. If you've only got one hook each side, they only need to cut the steering wheel once. If you've got two hooks, they now need to cut the steering wheel twice if you put the steering wheel on right.
And it says entry-level security product designed to primarily be a visual deterrent and slow down potential thieves.
I would like to know, if this is the entry-level one, how come they have cheaper ones?
As Halfords. Like asking Jews, but
for the people who aren't in the UK, Halfords is like our it's like our general car stuff shop. It sells car radios and windscreen wipers and windscreen wash, stuff like that.
Yep. Little bits and pieces like bikes and things, but
yeah, it has push bikes as well.
General like kind of
things with wheels shop.
Yeah. Says quick and easy to fit.
Check.
Fits most vehicles.
Can't check that because we only have one vehicle.
Does have a 2-year guarantee.
It has something up on the King Said one. The King Said one doesn't have any sort of guarantee.
Yep. And the last thing that it says in a bullet point is high visibility anti-theft lock, which can be installed in seconds.
We've already done that.
And then it does state, which I think is quite good, because it has a caution on it, which most places don't. It does say the Halfords double bar steering wheel lock is the ideal theft deterrent for your vehicle. Potential thieves will be highly discouraged from breaking in, and even the most determined will be slowed down. The Halfords double bar steering wheel lock comes with two hooks that fit across the steering wheel with a visually strong and striking bright red design intended to ward off potential thieves. An adjustable hook position and fit on most steering wheels. It also says 2 keys are supplied with the lock. Please take care of your keys because for security reasons spares are not available.
I don't think that's for security reasons. I think that's because they come from China and nothing from China seems to be able to have the availability of getting more keys. That's why half of the padlocks and stuff that you buy on Amazon that are from China come with like 7 keys. But I do want to point out as well, these are the keys for the Halfords one, I think. And these are the ones for the King Said. And
pretty much the same.
No, they are the same.
It's the same lock.
It's exactly the same lock, exactly the same keys. I would actually put money on the fact that these came out of the same factory.
More than likely. But I do like the fact that Halfords do tell you that obviously it is a deterrent. It does say that, notwithstanding the fit of this anti-theft device, the vehicle contents should always be insured against theft. Halfords disclaims any liability for the theft of any vehicle or its contents while fitted with this device. This notice does not affect the guarantee given by Halfords to the customer or the customer's satisfactory rights.
Yeah. Basically, what they're saying is this ain't going to stop your shit getting stolen.
Like also points out that windscreens may be damaged or broken if your steering wheel is adjusted, either automatically or
Whoops.
manually. After a steering lock has been fitted, please take this into account when fitting your steering lock to avoid accidentally sounding the horn.
Nope, that's
Please
the wrong key.
ensure-
See, the keys look that much the same. I'm getting the wrong ones.
To avoid accidentally sounding the horn, please ensure that the steering lock will not slip and put pressure on the horn in the centre of the steering lock.
What if you want to accidentally sound the horn?
But then it's not an accident, is it?
Anyway, we did find that these cross-key jigglers open the king said ones quite quickly and easily. Or there is a knack to it, and I learned how to do it really quickly with the king said. The thing is, the king said, like, it looks like you have 4 blades on the keys, 3 pins on each. The king said only actually has 6 pins in there. This appears to have 10.
This did start off that colour.
So I have jiggled this open. There we go. But it is nowhere near as easy as the king said, but that could potentially be because I've done it on the king said a bunch of times and I know exactly how to do it. So, yeah. It may have... Wait, it does have a better look because it feels like it has more pins in there than the king said. Well, the king said opens with the tape measure. This, I have had to thin the tape measure a little bit to get to do it. It isn't just like chop a bit of tape measure off and stick it in. And there's a bit of a technique to it. So you have to kind of go in at the top, then pull out slightly and move around and jiggle it around a bit. It might be easier if I'm doing it that way.
Don't get your fingers off, you need those.
Yeah, I had the knack of this a minute ago.
It's because the camera's turned on, it's camera shy. Just like everything else.
Try that again, because I think I might not have had that in deep enough. There we go. Just because I didn't have it in deep enough.
That's what she said again.
So yeah, it does shim open, but is a bit more of a faff than the king said.
Well, this feels like rubber as well. Whereas this feels like rubber, but then this is a horrible plastic thing. So that's quite a nice, like, thing.
So, you can get stuff that looks a lot like this on Amazon. Maybe it's about £12 to £15.
Yeah.
But this seems to have some improved things compared to the king said. Like having a few extra pins in the...
Maybe Halfords paid the extra 20p per pin.
They maybe did, but to be quite honest with you, I don't think it's worth twice the money.
No. You got into it about the same speed as the others.
It's a bit more of a faff to shim. And I can still jiggle it open. And it might just be that I'm used to jiggling open the king said now.
It could be the case, but at the same time, like, the more time you spend with something,
Yeah.
the easier it's going to get.
I think this one's mildly better than the king said, but I don't think it's. This is more than twice the money, and you can get the king said one with the two hooks on it for like £12, which is still nearly half the price. What are you looking up?
Nothing.
Oh, I was waiting for your 2 cents.
My 2 cents.
Aye.
You could just get a stick, paint it red, and then put that in, and that would be a visual deterrent because that's about how good these are.
I think it's a little bit better
No, it's
than a
not.
stick.
It's not. It's not better than a stick. You could get a Y stick and then another stick, and you could fit it in just as well. Do you know what would be a better deterrent for all of these? Just have your snake asleep on your steering wheel while you leave your car. Crack a window open a tiny amount. Snakes like it when it's hot.
If you crack a window open a tiny amount, there won't be a
Snake
snake. Yeah, there won't be a snake in there when you come back.
Well, the snakes like it when it's hot, so it's fine. As long as I have a bowl of water, just put your snake on the steering wheel. And even if the snake moves, if someone gets away with your car, they're going to get a pretty big shock when a snake slithers out.
Yeah, it'll be a bit of an accident later on when the crim realises there's a snake in the car.
And then, like, crashes into something, and then, like, you know, at least we'll get our car back and the insurance will pay out. So I think that's what we're going to do for a deterrent. Just have a snake in the car.
I probably shouldn't start single pin picking this, are you?
No. I love when you try to, like, add things on, like ad-lib, and it never works for you.
I could try the thing where I hit it with a hammer to see if I can break the locking paw.
Oh, I'm not doing this again. Like, right, remember the last thing you started, like, chopping up and what nearly, like, smashed the vivariums in the bed in the living room?
That wasn't me.
I wasn't not, because there's another man living in my house, is there, who likes to chop things up with bolt cutters.
Yes.
Well, that's news to me. Maybe he can come keep me company when you're on the sofa later.
I'm not going to single pin pick this now.
You know you're not now. You got to practice it and have a go later, but Mr. Deadlocks failure 1.
I'm just, I don't have, like, I've been at work all day. I don't have the energy for single pin picking right now.
We're going to leave this in just so everyone can see that you attempted it and go, it's too late in the night to be faffing with this thing.
It is?
But yeah, my 2 cents worth, get a pet snake that lives in your car. It's going to scare off more people than one of these.
I think dogs are good security.
Well, because what happens if they steal the car? They'll steal my dog. But our dog might be like the softest thing going, because that's what I want. I want a cuddly, fluffy,
Our
puffy.
dog is going to be like the softest thing going. It's going to look like the softest thing going. What you need is a big Doberman.
I don't want a Doberman in my house. I'm scared of them. They're cute and everything, and I'm sure they're lovely, but they look scary. Even when they're like sweet as anything, they look scary. It's like Rottweilers. My friend had 2 of them, and oh my god, one of them was just the soppiest thing going, whereas his girlfriend, she looked beautiful. She looked like she would, but I wouldn't melt. But as soon as you knocked on that door, you were gonna die.
The only dog that's ever managed to scare me was a Rottweiler. I was at work and I was standing outside and this Rottweiler started running at us. Like, the owner was there, it wasn't on a lead, this Rottweiler started running at us. I knew if I turn and run away or anything, it just makes it worse, so I'm just better off just waiting and seeing what happens. Ran up to us, jumped up at us, put its paws on my shoulders and nearly knocked us over and started licking my face.
At least he was friendly, not eating your face.
It was lovely.
What I look cute like?
I would have taken them home.
You were taking him. I think the owner might have had something to say about it.
Probably.
Just take your dog home. Thanks. You licked it. You owned it.
We are kind of at a point now where we've waffled on about snakes and dogs for about a third of this video now.
So I think it's time to say it at the end.
Yeah.
It's your fault. You talked.
So yeah, if there's anyone that's still here, let us know you made it this far. And it's all from us.
Oh, wait a minute. If you've got this far, let us know what your favourite dog is. In the comments below. I don't know, I just want an interesting thing about dogs. I like dogs.
Me too.
Oh! Oh, if I could kick you, I would. Anyway, Mr. Deadlocks is totally on the sofa tonight, and the person who plays with ball cutters in my living room, he can definitely join me tonight.
Yes.
Thought that wasn't you.
My alter ego.
That's your alter ego, is it? Yeah. Anyway.
That's all from us.
Bye.
See you next time.
Bye.